Today's topic is going to be amended crash reports. We're going to talk about why it's important to amend them and what needs to be taken care of on the report to get a proper amendment.
An amended report should be filed when substantial changes are made to a previously filed crash report. This process, if not done correctly, can dilute important data sets used to make future roadway and safety decisions. There are multiple reasons why a report would need to be amended.
Say a driver was initially injured in a crash, and then they subsequently pass away from their injuries within 30 days of the original crash. That crash report should be amended to reflect that change in the fatality.
Another example, solving a hit-and-run investigation.
Vehicle or the driver of the vehicle is not immediately known, and you submit the report to the state with that information left off. Eventually you do solve the hit-and-run portion, you find the driver, locate the vehicle, and you're able to positively identify that. It's time to put that on the crash report form.
In this scenario, the case needs to be reopened and amended, adding the vehicle and the driver. Officers would then check the amended report box. Let's look at another scenario.
Say, for example, you had originally pending charges. Say you had a driver who was impaired in the crash, and we weren't sure on charges until we got toxicology back. So upon receiving the toxicology, we do confirm that the person was indeed impaired. That crash report should be amended to reflect the charges that are subsequent to the toxicology report.
However, it is also important to understand when you do not need to submit an amended report.
The amendment only is required if the state already has a copy of that report. So cases that have been closed presumably have been sent to the state, but you're going to want to double check that. In any event, once they are at the state, we add information, whatever that may be.
It's also important to include information on what's been amended. This should be done with a short statement in the narrative. This information will be useful down the road if there are other parties involved, possible litigation, injuries, and decisions made about the location of the crash. When officers do amend a report, there are two mandatory fields that must be carried over into the new report.
If your new amended report does not include the first case number that was used and the officer's ORI, that is the ORI information on every report, agency specific, must be included on those amended reports. Those are two mandatory fields. No matter what you change, those must remain from the original report.
By doing so, this allows the amended report to be properly joined with the original report. For more information on amended reports, visit the Investigating Officer's Crash Reporting Manual.